Ooh, and hello. I didn't come back too late. Stream's been live for almost 15 minutes. That's okay. Alright, so got so many partial bottles of water. Alright, so let's continue where we left off. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm assuming I gotta go back here. If the music is too loud compared to the game, please let me know. Uh, is this where I'm supposed to go?
Clavager Aemond allowed these interlopers onto our streets. And where did it get him? Slain! Murdered!
You're back. What have you found?
Fletchia didn't make it. I'm sorry. Here's her map of Emerald Stair.
You have our condolences, Master Cartographer. The beauty of Emerald Stair hides the danger at its heart.
Fletcher. Oh, I was sure she would be safe. Her maps were so meticulous. She even made her own ink. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon.
Major lag. Hopefully that'll be coming to an end soon because I'll be able to start upgrading my computer. I may even do just a slight upgrade rebuild. Get it to where I want it.
Place of spiritual power. We're sure to find the answers we seek.
Why do they call it that anyway?
Good question. It means ancient soil. Nakutadek was old when these lands were young. The godless built around Adra pillars. Maybe they've felt a deeper connection to the spirit world. My friend Yatsli is a scholar of the godless. She could tell us more. There should be some equipment by the Adra pillar. Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about?
The Dream Scourge and how to stop it. Anything I can about the incident tethered to my soul. I'm keeping an open mind. No expectations.
Good. We're on the same page. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake. In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge to show its ugly face.
Toying with the unknown usually ends in tragedy. I'm ready. Is that a good idea? Are we even allowed to use this equipment?
This is no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration. I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Shit. All right, adjusting the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this. Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle, a whirlpool. We twine, we twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched, like a fishing rod. Is that a door? Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless.
Whatever you did, it worked. I felt strange for a moment there, like we got someone's attention. What does the Phantasmal Focus tell you about that?
Don't be so sure about that. Remember, I'm an animancer, not a locksmith. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. I was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it.
So you find the source, cut it off at the root. Can we just send a little healing magic to the Adra?
My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction. I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent.
Want to go down the secret entrance? Any theories about what's going on here?
Naturally. After you.
We gotta see what's down there now.
Gods! Did you open that door? I've been praying here for ages. And in all that time, I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one. You're going down there, aren't you?
Yep. That's the plan. Any
I
advice?
tell the acolytes to walk softly for a reason. Something is alive down there. Or if not alive, moving.
Appreciate it. I'll be careful.
Careful would be staying on this side of the door. Don't be careful. Be ready. If you don't return, I'll tell the others what happened.
Don't leave out how tall, good-looking, and charming we all are.
I did not bring us here to explore, but clearly something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder, did you open the door? Or did the door open for you?
The door opened. Whoa, whoa.
Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the bottom. A little power goes a long way.
Never mind. Never mind. Of course.
I wager those artifacts you found fit together somehow. Let's have a closer look at Canada.
That's all of them. So easy once you can actually get to the area.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
Just a little spark. Charge it up.
Aye, aye.
No! The knife that pierces in the dark.
Whatever this is, at least it's dead. 2 points for the godless, none for the abominations.
Look out. Some kind of trap overhead.
That'll show him. Just a little spark. Beautiful. Life into death. To think it survived all these years.
It's surprisingly colorful. Not sure what I expected.
We've seen godless architecture before. I've never seen godless art until now. Just imagine how much has been lost. We should keep moving. I don't mean to slow us down. I would not go swimming if I were you, unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice. A little power goes a long way.
I'm actually kind of curious where this goes now.
Kai, weapons ready.
You're mine now!
Um,
Charge it up. Power goes a long way. What in the name of Aora is that?
You, think it's sleeping?
I've never seen anything like it before. I don't believe it's a statue. No.
Never a dull moment with you in charge.
Next one's mine. Left leg.
I don't know why I thought that was one of my people. Ha, you still haven't gotten rid of the Spectre.
We make a good squad.
Kinda curious, what is this, one-handed? We'll see how it compares. Gotta go through a bunch of stuff again. Hi, where are you?
Watch your back.
Good friend.
Well struck.
If there are any monsters left, show yourselves. Some of us have work to do. I guess that means the coast is clear. Let's have a look at the Adra pillar.
Come, hear us through the Adra.
We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us.
Continue with, why does it feel like the ruins were built to lead us here?
The Godless erected many important sites around Pillars of Adra, though I can't speak to their motives. The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes? Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature. Try making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help. The effect should be stronger than before. Brace yourself.
Oh, it's melting again.
Find us. You
Oh,
are here. You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts. We welcome you. The mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain.
what are you? Who are you? Now I'm really on my mind. That sounds lonely. Will you share these memories with me? I'm looking for Trace the Dream Scourge.
We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them. They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls.
That mature, you have to be as powerful as a god. That's how you brought me back from the dead, isn't it? Enough. Skip the part where you tell me who you are.
We dream, the land stirs. We become. They brought their prayers to us. We answered.
A new god? How'd you come to be? If you're a god, who has no one heard of you? Lies and trickery. Everyone knows the gods of Aora. You are not one of them.
We do not remember how we grew. Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints. The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life. Sabado.
All these years, I've wondered who's godlike I am. I'm your godlike. That makes you the god of a dead people and my deity? What aren't you telling me? It's nice to meet you properly, Sapadel. Don't have time for this. I need to find the source of the Dream Scourge. Can you help me or not?
Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said. But we have felt in you the seed of connection. We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long.
Now I need your help. I have to stop the Dream Scourge. It's about freeing you from your prison, isn't it? That's why you reached out. Wait, I'm connected to you as your godlike. Why didn't you tell me before?
This prison clouds our mind, our memories as murky as fetid water. Find us, free us. The rot that festers seeps into us as well. Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea.
You got to give me more to go on that.
Would that we knew. Our jailers gave us no explanation. But perhaps the ancients who were beloved to us, perhaps they can quiet the questions in your mind. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. We will try to explain. Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akida, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison.
And then you'll help me in the Dream Scourge.
We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound. Find us in the garden. We twine, we await. First, let us offer you a sliver of our power, a boon to help you survive and find us. Will you accept it?
Very well, grant me your power. Keep your gift. I'll do this my own way.
Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. Bind us. Free us.
Thorn of Sapadel. Fires a thorn of energy that passes through multiple enemies, causing damage on impact and momentarily rooting them in place. Nice.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time. We gotta start bringing pillows.
For a second there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought.
Thought I was dead, didn't you? Ow, my head. How long was I out? That wasn't as bad as when I was killed, but it was damn close.
Actually, I thought your soul had been blasted to 1,000 pieces.
That's way
But I'm
worse.
happy to be proven wrong. While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge. I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands. Somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness.
The garden. They called it the garden.
You've heard of it? Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin.
Their name is Sapadel.
Yes, Sapadal. Who are they? What are they to you?
Sapadel is the god of the living lands. Apparently, I'm Sapadel's godlike. There's a voice in my head that claims to be a god. Drat.
I'm sorry? Sapadal is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this?
They didn't reach out to me until I set foot in the living lands. I believe they're trapped in the garden for some reason. No one alive remembers them.
A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something.
Watcher told me the Adra in the living lands is different. You think Zapadel is trapped inside the Adra?
Not the Adra itself, but how it comes together. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the living lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora, connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sapadal speaks and works through Adra, then the living lands is their prison, their tomb.
Sapadel wants me to free them. I'm glad it makes sense to you because I'm lost. Must be a connection between Sapadel and the Dream Scourge.
You could be right, but we have no way of knowing for certain. Not yet, anyway. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sapadal can help us fight it.
I wouldn't turn down help. We don't even know if Sapadel can be trusted. What do you think, Kai?
I got a headache just thinking about it. And I'm not the one with the god knocking around in there.
The real question is, where do I start?
I need to find the halls of the Tabaru Sanakis. I wish I had the answers. You're not alone. We're in this together.
Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before. We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Mesiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues.
What does this mean for Emerald Stair? After everything we've learned, maybe the governor will invite you back.
Gods, I don't know. The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy, the end of the living lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Wait. We smell the musk of war. We hear the clash of steel.
Is this happening now, or is it a memory as someone is in danger? Speak up.
No. In the distance. They fade now. Was it a dream?
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter?
I have a bit of feeling we need to get back to Fior Mesiverno. Premonition, I'm not sure what it meant. I don't know. Sapadal kicked up a
Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on. There's a way up those stairs.
That's it.
Just a little spark. Charging. Just a little spark. A little power goes a long way.
Oh, right there, duh.
Just a little spark. Charging.
Oh. Alright.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many... Oh my god. No!
Andra's debts. This was no accident.
They did it anyways.
What happened? Who did this?
Still Garrote.
The city's under attack. Come, there isn't a moment to waste.
Ah, this be horse.
We won't learn anything standing here. I just hope Quilichi is all right.
Something's burning. Doesn't look like the city, but let's make sure no one's hurt.
I can't believe this. All things considered, Fior Messiverno looks undamaged. Surprising when you consider the state of our defenses. Whoever started this fight didn't come prepared to finish it. I will be happy to oblige them. Someone made a dangerous enemy today.
We'll fight them with you, Gia.
I hope everyone is all right. My people settled these lands in the name of freedom. It took 50 years, but our oppressors caught up to us. I hate living in interesting times.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Again and again they strike.
They destroying the Andra?
There's the city. Thank goodness. It's good to see home again, if only for a moment. Soon the Rangers will strengthen their defenses. They'll hunt down anyone behind the attack. I almost pity them.
Me too.
How many thorns must we claw out?
Of course, there's no entrance over here.
Those bodies are wearing steel Garrote armor. Is this what Alfir was planning?
Envoy, I owe you my gratitude, and perhaps an apology. They tell me you're the reason our city is standing. You took care of the Stilgarrote before they could cause any serious damage.
Looks like they were preparing an attack on Fior. Not to worry, Governor. I assume everything is in order. Something about that hidden encampment rubbed me the wrong way. Rub your thumb and forefinger.
I can't imagine what it cost you to stand up to the likes of the Stilgarrote, but we won't forget it.
No doubt your Inquisitor is aware of what happened here. You've made a powerful enemy.
We weren't exactly friends. I can deal with the Inquisitor, true, but I have many friends in Aidir who will vouch for me.
I don't think she knows the meaning of the word. As for us, we're still standing, but our enemies have little patience for failure.
We agree on one thing. The Stilgarrote have declared war on the Living Lands.
Inquisitor Ludwig did threaten to break the frontier. Ambassador Hilgard wanted a diplomatic relationship. Maybe they think Animancy is too dangerous. This attack could still be.
That sort of thinking is precisely why my father fled the Valian Republics.
Found your father, by the way.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. Today marks a notable victory, but we've only bought ourselves time, not salvation. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch, and I wasn't strong enough to bear it.
What changed your mind? You failed these people as a leader. It isn't too late to prove yourself. Then you're not going to like what we've learned.
You must understand. My mother is the Dream Scourge. I hoped against reason that she might recover, but her mind grew as blighted as her lands. To face reality would mean upending my city, throwing order into chaos, and admitting she was truly gone. I'm so sorry, Giata.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
We can really distance of a new gun.
You want me to do the talking? Very well. The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean... Quilici, tell him it's madness.
Envoy, is it true?
They spoke to me through the Audra. Apparently they need my help. I'm Sapadal's godlike. We find them, we find the Dream Scourge.
You truly think you can find a god? I said I'd keep an open mind, but this is a bit much.
First the Dream Scourge, then the Stilgarrote, and now, what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
But we can return someday. Rebuild your father's legacy. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradise.
Paradise is under Ideran control. Quilichi, do you object? I'm willing to hear you out.
This is madness. It's suicide.
Wrong. It's self-preservation. And my father would have agreed. As long as we are animancers, the Adirans will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradise is more secure, but it would mean living under Adiran rule. I don't like our options, but that shouldn't stop us from committing to one.
Thirdborn's full of hardy types. Lots of former soldiers and mercenaries. A rough bunch, but good to have at your back. It's also farther from the Steel Garrote's base of operations. That's where I'd make my stand.
We'll be proud to lend our strength to theirs, as animancers and as fellow expatriates.
I have my misgivings, but you helped my father leave the Republics. I trust you to help us again. What of you, Envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
Do either of you know about a place called the Garden?
Oh, I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Naku Kubel, which is in Shatterscarp, so we've got to get there now. Though the city was saved, my research wasn't, which means the Steel Garrote knows just as much as we do. Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman.
Sounds like we have a brief detour in Shatterscarp ahead of us. Can I rely on her?
I would be surprised if your journey were that uncomplicated, but... stranger things have happened.
For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend, and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers. I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, Envoy.
Exploring the Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
Back to Shatterscarp, then.
I only carry the freshest herbs, mind you, plucked from the best sources.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another.
What are you doing here? The Steel Grove would be off licking their wounds. I don't have a moment to spare.
What a colorful grasp of language you have. You interfered in our plans. Take it from me, Inquisitor Ludwig isn't at all pleased.
Neither am I. Good thing I don't work for her. She could have told me the Steel Grove was an Emerald Stair. Oh.
In that case, maybe it's not too late to make amends.
You lost the fight for Emerald Stair, and now you ask for peace? Don't make me laugh.
Hear me out. That's all I ask. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head, and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our soldiers were poised to attack Fior Messiverno. If you had been made aware, you would not have interfered.
I still would have interfered.
You might not want to admit it, but Fior Messiverno is a settlement in decline. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. What exactly do you think you saved?
My home, which you have no right to condemn.
You've done nothing but condemn it. Shouting matches with the governor, open defiance.
I fight for my home because I cherish it, you shit-eating worm. Because I want us to survive.
Then I hope you enjoy the consequences of your actions. Fior Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
I didn't come all this way to watch a settlement burn. We should be supporting Fiora Messiverno, not delivering their death sentence. That isn't your judgment to make.
You're here for the health of the island, not the survival of one floundering outpost. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
Uh...
And while he frets in the throne room, his puppy dog soldiers will chase their own tails. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you, but don't get in our way a second time. It won't end well.
Ludwig and Steel Garrote are making a grave error. Don't give me a reason. I'll keep that in mind. You didn't come on this way just to explain yourself.
Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. That's a matter of perspective. Ludwig is keeping her dark impulses in check. This could have been far, far messier. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. You know, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Let's make this a battle to remember.
Sorry it'll be over so quickly then.
It's the envoy.
Oh no, you don't! To your left! That's one for us.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention why the Steel Garrote attacked my fucking home.
Ludwig believes Fiormius and Vierna is a danger to the living lands. They have no respect.
Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? We were lucky this time. My people will be on high alert, but that doesn't mean we're safe. The Steel Garrote are hunting anyone who doesn't conform to their vision of the living lands. Our freedom is on the line.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn?
Can you tell me about the Thirdborn, Kai? I need to speak with Ludwig. Maybe she'll listen to reason. If she does, we'll be ready for her.
Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed.
The Dream Scourge.
That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt.
Can't let the hunter become the hunted. With any luck, we'll find a way to the garden. What do you know about Thirdborn, Marius? And the question is, what happens when we find what we're looking for?
Town full of survivors. Anyone who decides to stake out a life in Shatterscarp isn't someone you want to mess with. Good enough people, though. And generally less likely to rob you or bore you to sleep than other places we've been.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge.
Ashley believes the answer lies in another godless ruin, Naku Kubel. We'll find the garden even where...
Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes we cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
Not much, just they're definitely trapped in the garden. For a moment, it seemed like Sepidel recognized you.
What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
Wouldn't even attempt what we're doing with anyone but you three. This is our chance to finally get some answers, be ready for anything. No, it's a lot, but this is the next step we have to take.
Stop. You're aggravating my ulcer.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. I wanted to say, for all of its imperfections, Fior Messiverno deserves a second chance. Thanks to you, it has one. I won't forget it.
We need to question what the Empire is doing in the Living Lands.
No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. Just to be safe, we should remain vigilant. Sleep in shifts. Look after each other. Rest while you can. Our enemies are organized, but so are we.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
We should talk. What happened to Fior Messiverno could have been worse. A lot worse. But that doesn't mean the Living Lands is safe. If anything, it's more dangerous by far.
I agree. Violence begets violence, steel growth will pay.
The steel garrote are just a symptom. I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming? We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge.
Winds of gods don't excuse the things mortals do to each other. People fear animancy because it's dangerous. Winter of Sepidel, strong feelings about.
Don't worry. I plan to hold the mortals accountable. As many of them as it takes. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything in reach. Even with all the tools at my disposal. I couldn't stop the Dream Scourge. And I couldn't save my people. How do I live up to my family's example when I can't even help myself?
That example is your legacy. You can take pride in it. They would have wanted you to put your needs ahead of theirs.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you weren't raised by Animancers. Their ambition destroyed our family. Now it falls to me to find meaning in my parents' sacrifice. And I don't know if I can. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else.
Think the PFE are going to be alright?
Sending my people to Thirdborn. It's a good arrangement. They get a roof over their heads. The city gets Animancers. And everyone gets along. For once.
Sometimes it takes tragedy for people to come together.
We should try to harness that goodwill. Or replicate it, like an energy source. On the other hand, maybe not. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us. And yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot.
People deserve better. I hope they get a break. I just want the Livings to know that there's one decent idea on around. Didn't do it for them, I did it for you.
We all deserve better. But fate decided otherwise.
Could've tried that for flirting.
Onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me. What do you want to know? Anyone in particular? I warn you, I'm not the best judge of first impressions. Kai is a useful fellow. We need people like him to keep you grounded. Just not too grounded. On the surface, Kai is all charm and confidence. You feel good knowing he's around. But there's something deeper. Something in his core that he guards from everyone. Maybe even himself.
Excuse me?
Oh, not at all. Kai is a sweetheart. And if that's who he chooses to show us, then that's who he is. If there's another side to him, he'll show us when he's good and ready. No need to rush a natural process.
Any thoughts on Marius?
Marius is working through something. An old wound that hasn't healed. A search for forgiveness? Who knows? He's a tough fellow, but I wouldn't put too much pressure on him.
What kind of seem to attract the wounded? At least they make good company.
Good question. Mental and emotional pressure, specifically. Marius could hunt the great western stag if he set his mind to it, but his own feelings elude him. When he wants to find himself, give him room to do so, but don't push him. Just be there to catch him.
What do you think of me?
We haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out.
Do you now?
In Paradise, you have a reputation for being an unlawful misfit. This is the frontier, after all. We don't exactly do things by the book. You saved Fiorme Siverno from a terrible fate. That makes you a hero in our eyes. Of course, all I know is what you've done. You may not think these choices reflect who you are. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. All that matters is how you see yourself. I've spilled all the gossip I know. Ask me again when there's a new face in camp. I suppose you deserve to know, after what I put you through. My mother wanted to expand Fiore's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to feed the world. She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the living lands into a garden.
Do you think that's even possible? That sounds ambitious, but incredibly dangerous. Till something went wrong, no offense, but that's downright terrifying.
Anything's possible, but there are significant problems to overcome. After my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus, she was impatient to get started. After all, whoever controls the spirit of the living lands has nature in the palm of their hand.
It's a lot of power for one Animancer. So Emerald Stair was just a prototype for a bigger plan. Don't take this the wrong way, but your mother, alright.
My father thought so too. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was brilliant. Others thought she was mad. I think she was a victim of her own ambition. She wanted so much, and there was so little time to achieve it. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. But the living lands had other ideas. When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. Everything went wrong.
What do you think happened?
I can't rule anything out, but I suspect the Dream Scourge had something to do with it. It lives in the essence of the living lands, corrupting whatever it touches. And if I'm right, that means it's been here a long time, or the forces behind it.
Does animancy often change people like that?
No. To my knowledge, the accident was no everyday occurrence. But neither was the experiment. My mother transgressed on nature, on existence itself. Still, I don't understand what went wrong. When I do, then I can finish her work.
How old were you?
I was 17. That makes it... Gods, has it been 13 years already? After they died, I wouldn't go near a lab. It was ages before Quilici got me to crack open a book. I have a lot of catching up to do in my studies. Need to make up for lost time.
You knew the phantasmal focus was dangerous when you used it in Naku Tedek.
It's just a tool. Even a wool scarf is dangerous in the wrong hands. Besides, studying a pillar of Adra is not the same as prying apart the fabric of the living lands. My mother learned that the hard way. That's all I care to say for now. At least, about this topic. I thought my family's research could help Emerald Stair. That it could banish the Dream Scourge from our lands. Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me a chance. He was afraid of history repeating itself. Still, I'm hopeful. This legacy of mine could change Animancy as we know it. And something tells me I'm close to a breakthrough. Closer than my mother ever got.
I don't know why my connection just died.
I hardly think your Emperor would approve. Good thing he's on the other side of the world. No Animancer has engineered an ecosystem before. Maybe, with a little luck, I could be the first.
How are you holding up?
Well, my future is in shambles, and I have no idea what to do next. Oh, and my home is under attack by the acolytes of an insane witch god. Apart from that, fine. Truthfully, I'm a bit lost. Leaving Fior Messiverno was supposed to be liberating. We've seen and done incredible things, but I'm no closer to finishing my family's work.
Oh, why is that?
The Dream Scourge? Through animancy, I can harness the wild essence of the living lands and put it to good use. But what if I tried, only to have it lash out and destroy me? I'd be no better off than my parents. The Dream Scourge is infecting our Adra, holding back my work. Until I understand it, until I can control it, I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm nothing. Of course. I've heard that one before. Quilici always told me to slow down, to stop and appreciate the land I'm trying so hard to fix. But how can I slow down when I only have one lifetime to get this right? I'll find answers in the garden. For better or worse.
This castle, any connection to Castle's Folly?
That little island off of Dawnshore? None that I know of. Ignato Castle led the Valian trading company in the Deadfire archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy, and apparently he had interests here.
No family connection then.
I hope not. I wouldn't want my family associated with speculation, corruption, and whatever else happened in the Deadfire. We have enough problems already.
What was Castle's Folly?
He had some ideas about moving great distances in the blink of an eye. As far as I know, he was unsuccessful. Animancy and ambition are a dangerous mixture. Intoxicating, but dangerous.
Any idea what happened to him?
Afraid not. I've heard a lot of contradictory stories coming out of the Deadfire in recent years. Some say Castle is still in power, while others think his second-in-command took over the Valian trading company. You know how it is. Wherever there's conflict, there's bound to be misinformation. Unfortunately, that's all I know. Whether or not Castle succeeded, I don't think it's folly to dream.
Have you tried animancy on yourself?
Now that you mention it, I did try and awaken my soul, to become fully aware of my past lives. Every animancer tries, and fails. It's practically a rite of passage. So, one evening, I crept into the workshop and cobbled an invention together from spare parts. Amateur work. Then I turned it on. Big mistake. The next thing I knew, it was morning. I was floating in the fountain, and my head was pounding like a drum.
You don't need animancy for that. Just rum and a crew on shore leave.
That answers a lot of questions, honestly.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it actually worked? What if all of this happened before, and I'm just reliving the events of a past life? I try not to think about it too much.
How does the phantasmal focus work?
Ah, a simple question with a very complicated answer. The device is attuned to the spiritual energy of the living lands, much like a compass to magnetic north. But essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes, imposing order on chaos is not without risk.
Saying the living lands doesn't want to be controlled?
Indeed. Don't get me wrong, this invention is a small miracle, but it isn't enough. The phantasmal focus was supposed to be the start of something grand. One lever of a device that exists only in theory. Perhaps it should remain that way.
Let's talk about Shatterscarp.
Anything in particular?
Do you know any local history about Shatterscarp?
I'm afraid not. I've spent a little time in Dawnshore, but this place is a mystery to me. It's good to be somewhere different. Somewhere I can build new memories. Whenever I'm reminded of how big this island really is, it makes my problems feel smaller. Until next time. I knew
You
the
had
Steel Garrote
more?
were up to no good.
No one ever plans anything nice in a hidden war camp.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown. Still, being an animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
I think you're going to enjoy working for yourself. Fior isn't going anywhere. You can always make amends.
It'll take some getting used to, that's for sure. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
Not much to offer aside from a messy camp and an old bedroll. You're welcome to stay as long as you'll have us.
Such a troublemaker. But a thoughtful one. It's a shame we had to meet under these circumstances. Plague, war, maybe the end of the living lands.
We're going to fix this island together. We probably would have been friends anyway. That's why I like you, always looking on the bright side.
Sorry, it comes from being an animancer. When you trade in life and death, melancholy is a part of the job. I enjoy seeing the world through your eyes. Despite everything that's happened, you always know where to find hope. Keep it that way. Not before I've done some reading. I can't believe it. Ranger Dorso, a traitor to Fior Messiverno. At least she isn't our problem anymore. My people let nature judge the turncoats. Always have.
She isn't a problem. I mean, my people let nature judge the turncoats, always have.
Fair, yes. But not merciful. Exile in the living lands is not the worst fate a criminal can suffer. But it's close. And always deserved. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiverno. Blamed animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else. Pleasant dreams.
Again?
Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase. Maybe it seems like nothing to you, but to her it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground.
Word to get to know her, I couldn't ignore that old lady in distress. She'll ask for more complicated favors than reach a high shelf.
As well you should. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsli stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days she's going to change the world. Shake things up. And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Anyway, thanks again. Until next time. I once heard rumors about a cataclysm in the Deadfire. Something about the lost city of Ukaizo. Does that ring any bells?
The higher-ups with fancy hats were looking for it, but that was all above my rank.
There was also talk of a broken machine. A device so large that it towered over the city.
It definitely sounds like the kind of thing the fancy...
Select 2 companions to join you on your adventure.
We smell death here.
Listen to me, look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Nothing more shameful than a soldier who lost their grip.
That last fight gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Too many. Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned into dream things.
I had to put down 3 good members. Telling us aptly. That was worse.
Don't talk to me like you're the only one who understands hardship. I'm going to be facing down a mutiny soon.
You think we want to be here? Think again.
So leave. I can't wait to see the last of you and your people.
And go where? Nothing but death waiting out there. Better we die with honor.
Gods, I hate this poke. We have enough supplies, but not enough kith.
This isn't a place to just stand around.
Alright, let's see.
Move along, envoy.
There's no going the gods. The stench.
Never should have come here.
Yeah, at least the shack stopped smouldering. Why any of our people settle here by their own will, I don't know.
Fools.
Careful out there, envoy.
Such a loss of life. Who is responsible for this?
We'll be counting the dream thralls for a while yet. Must be at least 30 or more we killed.
The bodies just keep stacking up.
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Wish we showed up earlier, we could have helped. You both look like Andra's mortar spat you out. Watch your tone, there's nobody...
Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Did you take no precautions, Captain? Is the rest shut for the Dream Scourge? Are the Dream Thralls here all Adiran?
No, but most are. Our troops haven't been spared, and more are falling ill.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe.
No part of the Living Lands is safe. I don't go where I'm safe, Captain. I go where I'm needed. Ludwin asked me to deliver a missive to Tamerdi. Thank you for Yatsley. I told her I'd meet her in Thirdborn.
Not an encouraging thought, but a true one.
At least you have your guard up. Maybe you'll even make it to Thirdborn.
We've been through a lot already. This isn't our first terrifying ordeal.
Look, Envoy. Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
If anyone tries to cross me, it'll be last day. I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
Alright, I'm gonna stop here for now.
But I know Thirdborn, and it used to be made of sterner stuff.
Thank you. And I'll be back later.